What's up guys, Chrono here, still in Edge of the Mists. We have managed to capture and control the Red Keep. This is the North Keep, Jungle Keep. And I will, since we currently have control over it, give a quick little tour of it. Hopefully a quick tour, because they may be coming back to try and take it soon. So I've gotten myself up here, roughly as high as I can go. If I try some trick jumps, I might be able to get higher, but we are really high up, so I didn't want to risk it. And this is just a crazy looking keep. The verticality is amazing, and the actual design is just, it is very Divinity's Reach-esque, as you can imagine. A lot of the architecture, design, and just overall layout is very close to how they would have it in Divinity's Reach, Crichton areas like that. So, without further ado, since I'm already on the way around anyways, I'm just gonna take a quick look around. Hopefully not get hit by any secret mesmers and stuff hidden around, because that's definitely a possibility. Their spawn is just over where that airship is, so that over there is where they'll be coming from. Plenty of areas for them to try to attack us from. There are 3 outer defensive points: the observatory, the altar, and the statuary. And hopefully I'll be able to get to those unscathed. But before that, I'm going to take a look around the main section of the keep here. Lots of foliage. Plenty of foliage here in this area. Lots of very archaic design as well. Which for some reason, it just seems to be very, I don't know, I just think it's a very interesting set of design that they have. I could say, yeah. I'm wondering if any of these things are actually something like a jumping puzzle, but it doesn't actually seem to go anywhere, so. And to be honest, I'm trying to remember how to get down. There should be, oh, there we go. This leads down to the main area where the Lord is. This particular one is actually not just a single mob. You have to kill 2 of their little earth elemental guardians, and that opens them up to attack. Otherwise, he is invulnerable. Now, oddly enough, there are veterans that are spawning as enemies in here. I'm not entirely certain why, but that's just a bug, I'm assuming. We do have people here that notice he's there, and he's waving at me, and now he's gonna die. I is distraction. Right, so this is going to be a little bit more difficult for me to run around in, as you might be able to tell, but right out ahead of the Lord's room is the resource point. So if I cross over the rampart here, over the fancy flowers, we come across the resource point with all of these type of, it almost looks Romanesque type of ruins around the outside. None of the generators are currently built, so we are not getting anything out of it, I think. I'm not entirely certain. I guess you can use the supply to build the generator. Not entirely sure what these do yet, but I'll build them anyways. And here we are looking back at the actual keep itself. Quite amazing looking, I might say. I will go to the observatory, swing around underneath to the statuary, and finish off at the altar. Altar is currently under attack, so I'm hopefully able to actually get to it without it being taken over by the end of this tour. Up here, up to the left, is the observatory. There are also, that's the statuary down there, I'll head to later. Yay, wave. Yay, Kosa, finally! I can't remember how to open my guild panel. Yeah, I'm not repping yet. Damn it! Here we are at the observatory. I'm going to be taking a quick look up here. Down below is death. Disappearing death. Because my camera's going into the wall. A couple enemies running around, it looks like. And again, a little bit more vertical. You can see some area down here below. That actually is the capture point down below, so I'll go up above first, just to get an overview. There's the walls, really very strange, kind of almost like twisted, abstract walls, just because of the terrain that they're built on. Here's a capture point up here, actually. It looks like there's more than one. Large kind of globe thing, yeah. And then I'll head down below, and there is also a capture point down there. I think that's what the green light is, right? I assume, yes. So once I find my way down below, there we go, I see some stairs already. Good sign, good sign. Probably safely drop off there. Champion here. That is death, but interesting nonetheless. Now if I can find my way out to that outer area here, there we are. That almost looks, This reminds me of something from Guild Wars 1 in the Crichton areas. Here we are. Statues. Giant telescope. Definitely an observatory. Okay, I think that probably isn't supposed to look like that. Since I am technically, I guess, underneath. Yeah, they got a couple things to fix. I'm underneath the terrain, I guess, according to the game. Don't attack me, bro. Don't attack me, bro.
Almost there.
Yeah. Next, I'll be heading to the statutory, so I will be going to these weird walls that I was able to see under not too long ago. Lead to a almost forest/orchard area. And a bridge. This bridge is destroyable. So if enemies do, or even you decide to destroy this bridge, it will completely cut off access between this outer area above the Arctic Tower and the statuary. Here's the main capture point here. With some iron ore and a big tower I will climb. Some raggedy flags being held up by statues of soldiers. A super can't what? Okay. It's a super cannon that seems to be shooting snowballs. Interesting. And another destroyable bridge here as well on the other side. So technically, actually, if the far side here, which is, I'm not too sure how that person just crossed over it, but this is completely destroyed. Perhaps it's bugged right now. I'm not going to test that out. Oh, I got rid of my coding hammer. And lastly, up through these gates here. There is somebody fighting at the altar. Take a quick look back at the actual keep itself here. Very interesting designs. Very Crichton, Divinity's Reach with a little bit of almost a CERN thrown in there, but of course they just like floaty things, so maybe that's just how the mists are. And that is an overview of the red keep, as well as the 3 defending points. I will do this with the final blue one as well, and I will see you guys next time.